Like it or not, it's a visitor's first stop. Lower Broadway is Nashville's welcome mat. A 5-block distillation of the city's identity. A 7-day-a-week liquid money machine. Fortunes are made here. Even the unknowns playing for tips will tell you a regular main floor Broadway bar gig can be lucrative. If you fit the mold.
As Nashville has grown, the R&B music scene in Nashville has not grown because there's nowhere to play. Separate but equal is never really true. It's just separate but separate.
Growing up in Nashville, as a hip hop guy, and especially as a black person, we were always taught never to go on Lower Broad. Like, you're wasting your time going there. It's not a place for you.
Straight hip hop on Broadway on the first floor, the odds are very, very slim.
Basically, the rule is industry country standards on the first floor, DJ hip hop urban on the second and third floors. And you know, you can walk down Broadway and hear the music, the other music than just country, but you don't know where it's coming from. You're looking around, but it's always inside on those second and third floors. And they really don't allow any urban stuff going on those first floors. It's very rare.
Performers have told me when it comes to Lower Broadway, the rooftops are today's back of the bus.
Preach. I agree. At this point in time, it's an unsaid thing and everybody's really polite, but that's, come on, that you can see it.
I mean, it's all country music, and it's mostly like the jeans, dirt road, America, flag, beer country music, not the old West kind of stuff.
They play some different type of music, but for mainstream, it's mostly country.
Is that okay with y'all?
Yeah, we're here in Nashville on Broadway. What's the matter?
For years, Nashville has been carefully marketing itself as Music City, not just Country Music City. So who has written this Broadway rule in stone? Is it the tourists who demand to hear it?
When they come and hear us playing hip hop and R&B and some of these other vibes that give them like something more to dance to, like they literally have said out of their mouths, like, this is a breath of fresh air.
So it doesn't have to be country every place. No! If there was a hip-hop bar down here, would you go in?
Absolutely. Lucy, Webby, and Little Wayne, and Kevin Gates, all of them. Period. That'd be their #1 bar here.
Give me the variety. I like the variety.
Where do you see all the buses with the cowboy hats and like you said, the girls popping Nelly? You see the country vibe, but they're listening to straight hip hop music on the buses. It's like, okay, so you're actually telling me this is not gonna work.
One bar willing to experiment is Tin Roof, where Top Notch occasionally plays the main floor. The owner says most musicians down here get a very modest base pay and really make their money on tips. On the business side, there's an ain't broke, don't fix it mindset. No one's really ready to take a risk. He told me to deviate too much from country would be like opening on the Vegas Strip without a casino. Another club owner bluntly texted me there are not a lot of Chinese bands playing there as well.
You start thinking about it. You play hip hop, you play R&B, you're gonna get a more diverse audience. And a lot of those audiences are gonna be African American. And there's still a stigma that's associated with black folks that, if you have too many African Americans in one space, then that space by definition becomes a bit unruly or dangerous or whatever. That's why, for me, it's really amazing that the Museum of African American Music could carve out a space downtown.
When the Nashville Museum of African American Music was opening up, they tried to go down on Lower Broad and partner with some people. You know, like, man, you know, we're new here. We're trying to open up and expand, you know, work with us. How you doing? Hi, neighbor. Some people were very warm, some people were lukewarm, some people were really cold. So anyway, they got us as the band, and so we played at Legends. Here's the band, and we're going to put this R&B band in this traditionally country place, and we killed it. And it was fun. I mean, there were people standing outside looking in like, who's this band with these horns? And they're playing all this Motown funky stuff, and okay. So they loved it. And maybe 2 weeks later, I got a call and like, man, you want to do a residency? You know, we also own the stage. So let's see what we can do. And I felt really, really happy about that. Like, yeah, we're breaking in and we'll ease into it. And first of all, let me say this. I thank them for it. You know, I mean, I'm very appreciative for what they did. But it almost seemed like we're doing it, but it's not gonna go but so far. At first we went to the stage and they wanted us to play on the second floor in the back of the building. I'm like, we're not doing that. If you want us to play, we're gonna play down on the front, on the stage, on the Broad like everybody else does. And that was, and we did, and we got a really, I think we were playing from 6 to 10 on every Tuesday, which is not really a great slot. But I loved it because you get to see people that normally don't get to see you. So every Tuesday by 8:15, it was packed and it was fun. And you would look out and you would see everybody, different races and cultures, and it was just a really, really cool vibe, and everybody was having fun. We played there, I think, a couple months, and not one incident, not one. And I was so proud of that, you know, and then I got a call saying, well, man, it was really nice, but we can't really afford to pay you.
Here is Jimmy Church.
If we were more than country, then there would be a Motown club downtown. And I remember my dad was trying to do this in the 70s. My dad's name is Jimmy Church. That was a brilliant idea. And it got to a certain point, and then the pushback came, and you never heard about it again.
The latest honky tonk to open belongs to Garth Brooks. He paid $48 million for the building alone.
First floor, no way, not yet. We have 150 stages, I believe, now. You can't go somewhere but you want to and you're stuck. You know, we're not prejudiced to any form of music. We just want to be able to do it, you know?
I wish we could have a setup to where they don't have to search and find so hard to find these other vibes, the other waves, and the other music, and the other genres that they want to vibe to, you know what I'm saying?
So who knows, the next Jimi Hendrix might be out there, or Little Richard.
I mean, I'm looking at what's happening. The city is growing. Everybody has a piece of it. But if you're true Music City, how can you be Music City and not be diversified? Come on, that's music. I mean, music is diverse. You know, it's easy to say it, but are you gonna believe what I tell you, or are you gonna believe your lying eyes?
For the Nashville Banner, I'm Demetria Kaladimos.